afternoon. Good afternoon. Week 4 is already here. Week 3 has passed. It is a rainy, gloomy day here in Atlanta, Georgia. We have the honorary judge, Fins Up, Miss Duncan back. She missed out on last week's episode, but she's back for week 4. How you doing, Miss Duncan?
Doing well, sir. How are you?
We're good here at Four Quarters. We're glad to have you back for this episode. Even though you did send your picks in, so we do have a tally for the official, our account. So far, Grandma's doing the best after 3 weeks. Going ahead to week 4, she is 29-19. You are second at 25-23, and I am in last right now with the record of 23-25. So hoping to do better this week so I can get my record better. But we're gonna drop this brief intro. We could just get right into the week 3 recap of the games. All right. So, of course, before we start with those week 3 games, I have to remind you guys to make sure you like this video, drop the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I believe we are now at 69 subscribers. So just one more subscriber to 70 and, 30 more to that 100-point mark. So moving along pretty well this football season. Hopefully by week 6-ish or, somewhere around there, we could be at 80, 90, maybe even 100. So first game of the week was the Thursday night matchup between the Patriots and Jets. I picked the Jets in this one. I believe you picked the Jets here as well. Not really much of a match. Not really much to even discuss with this one, honestly. I mean, I think this was like just Aaron Rodgers doing what he wanted to do out there to the Patriots. Patriots O-line looked terrible, couldn't block. Anything you specifically think about this game?
No, it just showed that Aaron Rodgers was moving really good and throwing the ball really good. So he looks to be back in good shape. So maybe they can give the Bills a run for the NFC East. I mean, the AFC East, I'm sorry. But I doubt it because the Bills is playing good ball too. But, I mean, it looks like it's between them two because us and the Patriots, it's not looking good at all.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the Bears taking a loss to the Colts. Colts pick up their first win of the season, 16-21. Kind of a turnover fest from what I was watching. Caleb Williams had 2 picks. Anthony Richardson had 2 picks. So just wasn't a good day of offense necessarily. But Indianapolis picks up their first win. I think I had Chicago in this one. I was contemplating on taking Indianapolis, but I picked Chicago, so I lost that one.
Yeah, I went with the Bears too. I didn't watch this game, but just from what I hear, like you said, the quarterbacks both did not play well, and it was just a bunch of turnovers. Got people in Chicago already up in arms, ready to throw away their number 1 pick already, week 3. So, I mean, that's typical Bears fans. That's what they do. They did the same thing to Justin Fields. So, maybe he can pick it up and give them some hope out there in Chicago. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think they got to give him time. He is a rookie, but I mean, when you, like you said, when the manner in which he was brung in, it does make it hard for him because he's that number 1 overall. You got rid of another top-rated guy, and they have a lot of weapons. But like I said, it's not about on paper. You got to make it all fit together. So they'll be all right, but might have to temper expectations a little bit for them, especially in 1 year. CJ Stroud kind of fooled people into thinking that a quarterback's going to come in right away and just make it all work. But I think he'll be okay. eventually. The Colts, I don't know, like they kind of Anthony Richardson kind of scaring me. Like I was kind of like high on him a little bit coming into the season, but his play hasn't really matched. So maybe they can get that together. I don't know.
Maybe.
Shocker, Broncos just absolutely whooped the Bucks at their house. I picked the Bucks in this one. Broncos picked up their first win, 26-7. Bucks up for their first defeat. Not necessarily a bad thing when an NFC South team loses, but when you mess my picks up, and this was one of the ones I felt confident in too. Like, oh my god! So, Bo Nix gets his first win as a rookie. He didn't have any turnovers, didn't throw a touchdown, but he didn't have any turnovers. Baker Mayfield was sacked 7 times. He threw a pick. So Denver picks up their first win. What do you think about that one?
I also went with the Bucks on this one. And it was one of those that I didn't really have a doubt picking. I would hate for Baker to go back to old Baker with people hating on him but I mean it'll be good for you because it's your division. But he's like one of those people.
Any given Sunday type of moment though.
Yeah,
I don't think he's just gonna go back to being like a turd.
Yeah,
he just got sacked 7 times, so it's like,
Yeah, he's one of those QBs I always root for because he's kind of like an underdog QB. But hopefully he can get it together by next week.
No, I hope not. But I mean, yeah, I don't think this is like any tale of their season. Like I said, I think it's just kind of one of those any given Sunday type moments. But I still, the jury's still out. But like I said, I'm not all of a sudden picking the Broncos now. But it does this week. I'm gonna have to kind of be unconventional because obviously just picking the favorites. And then that's not what my strategy when I'm picking, but it's like I'm no longer saying that can't happen because we're gonna get into another game this week too that pretty much everybody probably was confident. But Dolphins fall to the Seahawks. I felt like this was gonna be a hard game regardless because this was your first road game.
And then I don't know why you thought it was gonna be a hard game. I mean, we don't have a quarterback. So
no, I'm saying for y'all, regardless, like even before the situation, because like I said, it's your first road game, then y'all traveling all the way across the country, and then Seattle is like one of the hardest places to play. So, and then like you said, now knowing the circumstances without the quarterback, and then even the backup getting hurt, it just wasn't a good situation. Skylar Thompson was sacked 5 times, and then Boyle came in and got sacked once. The run game really didn't get going. No receivers really did much anything. Geno was actually picked off twice, sacked 3 times. So the defense, tried, but I mean it just was too much. So I don't really have much to say about that. I do think Mike McDaniels, I give him the benefit of the doubt that he can weather the storm. If y'all can just kind of hover around until Tua gets back, that's the best hope right now. You just got to stay afloat. Got to stay afloat, bro.
Next.
Okay, all right. Chargers at Steelers. Chargers suffered their first defeat. Steelers still undefeated. Justin Fields had an excellent game.
Another QB that I'm always pulling for, that you always hating on.
Steelers defense is just suffocating. I think they didn't allow a yard in the second half. I think the Chargers actually had negative yardage in the second half.
Well, if anybody would know about the Steelers defense, it would be a Falcon fan this year. Yeah.
Anyway, Steelers 3-0. I still don't think. Well, I mean, at this point, going off of this year, I mean, you have to put them up there with one of the best teams in the league. But
defense-wise,
yeah, I still just don't know how often that strategy of the way they plan is going to work. But the way the league is going right now, I mean, it ain't really that many explosive offenses in the league. So maybe what they're doing will work. I don't know.
You can't deny that Fields is getting better every week. His numbers is increasing.
Yeah, they're getting better. They're getting better. I mean, he isn't lighting it up, but he's doing what he needs to do.
Well, he's doing better. He's managing to at least get it in the end zone, throw touchdowns now. So
Yeah, he's doing better. If he can continue doing what he's doing, I can admit if I was wrong about him, and that his situation is better for him now. But
it's situation based because Chicago didn't give him a chance. They didn't put weapons around him.
we'll see.
We'll see.
I'm not ready to jump that gun with
All right. You know, okay.
3 weeks into the season, but so far it is looking to be that way with him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm pretty sure Miss Thompson is happy over there being 3-0. Not knowing how defeat tastes.
She is very happy, my mother, as a Steeler fan. And I also want the Steelers for that game. So.
I went with the Chargers, unfortunately. Hater. Moving on to a game that I love to hate on, the team that I love to hate on. Eagles give the Saints their first loss, 15-12. I actually went with New Orleans here, but they proved me wrong. This was an ugly game. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the Eagles head coach was coaching it to purposely lose. Like I was texting you during the game, telling you like they kept being in field goal range. They just would not kick a field goal, even before the half, down 3. Like just take the points, because even if you get a first down there with the amount of time, you're probably still kicking the field goal anyway. So what was the point? Even if you got it. So, but they end up winning. They suffocated the New Orleans offense. We've seen New Orleans put up 40 both weeks, so this was kind of a coming back down to earth moment for them. Jalen Hurts hasn't been phenomenal this season, or really last season either. 29-38. He threw for 300. He threw a pick, sacked 4 times, no touchdowns. Saquon Barkley, 147 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. Their tight end had 10 catches for 170. He really had a good game with AJ Brown still out. Derek Carr only threw for 142 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 1 sack. Yeah. So that was really the difference. Like I said, the offense kind of is Carr one of those other quarterbacks you pull for?
Well, I said in week 2, I wasn't, not this year. He always lets me down. I said previously in the past, I would always pull for him, and he would let me down every time. So now he's starting to show a little bit more of his old self. So this year I wasn't high up on his list of quarterback play, because he just, in the past, he'll start off good and then he'll just eventually just fall off. So nah, I picked the Saints in this game, but I think they could have won. But again,
They could have. It came down to the last possession, but he threw a pick.
Yeah. So again, the offense for the Saints messed that up. So,
but this is actually the best season he didn't have with the Saints, even though he only been, I think this is 2nd year with them, or 3rd, whatever. But they're actually, like I said, they scored 40 points both weeks, except for this one. Like this was their coming back down to earth type of game. I think it's the same like Tampa Bay. I don't think it's a flipping of the tide, but then again, I don't know. But I don't think they're a 40-point a game type of team. But also, I don't know if they're as 12 points type of bad. But
we'll see when they hit Atlanta this week. We'll see what they're about.
Not worried about that.
We'll see what Atlanta's about.
Giants, Browns, and that just reminded me that I forgot to play our dang graphic for when we go over the games, bro. But I didn't even change it anyway, so whatever. We're gonna go stick here with Giants, Browns. A game. You know what? The Browns are starting to be like. I wish my boy Jeffrey Champion was in here, because the Browns are starting to be one of those teams that I just cannot pick. They too flimsy. Yeah. But the Giants, though, I would never feel comfortable picking them. But Daniel Jones, 2 touchdowns, 236, no turnovers. Malik Neighbors had a coming out game, rookie wide receiver out of LSU, 8 receptions, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. Deshaun Watson got sacked 8 times, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Amari Cooper, 2 touchdowns, 7 catches, 86 yards. So both receivers had a good game. Quarterbacks fairly well, but 15 points is just not good enough. But when you get sacked 8 times,
It might be that his line not blocking for him, bro, purposely. The
I
Browns
didn't.
got
I
a
didn't.
lot of
I ain't watched the game, so I ain't gonna add too much analysis to it because I ain't gonna say
yeah.
what happened. But you know,
Just
the Giants.
knowing what inner turmoil they got as a team and with all his personal stuff going on, I wouldn't be surprised if they're not giving 100% in blocking.
Nah, bro, they doing them on purpose like that, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro. Probably sick of him. I know I am.
Man,
But yeah, I did. I picked the Browns in that game because I'm not comfortable with the Giants either. But they won, so got their first win.
well, yeah, I got their first win. They'll be in primetime football this week coming up.
NFC East, NFC least battle.
Moving on to NFC North team picking up another win. Green Bay, Malik Willis still starting for Jordan Love. He had 1 touchdown running, 1 touchdown passing, 202 yards. Really just operating the system, not doing too much, doing what he's asked to do. Doing too much. Will Levis, 2 turnovers again. It seems like he's always has a mean turnover where he's just throwing it like this, diving, doing something crazy. 8 got sacked 8 times.
Well, let's hope he has an equally bad game this week since that's who the Dolphins play.
Yeah. Let's hope. The Titans absolutely had no run game this game. They only had 33 rushing yards to the Green Bay Packers 188 rushing yards. Titans had 3 turnovers. Green Bay didn't turn the ball over once. So that's about the story of the game right there. The turnovers, the pressure, the rushing yards. So good job, Malik. I don't think Green Bay needs to feel any pressure to rush Jordan Love back. I think Malik has handled it pretty well. Once again, another quarterback where you can talk about situation because he was with Tennessee. He didn't look how he looked now. So I think the quarterback position is, it has to be the right fit.
Yeah. So gotta definitely feel like you're wanted. And that was a good, revenge game for Malik beating the Titans, his old team. I, of course, picked the Packers in this. I don't know why my mom picked the Titans.
I picked the Packers as well. I don't know why she picked the Titans. I guess because they was home. But I picked the
Packers. She wasn't really sure about the QB situation in Green Bay. I think that's why she picked the Titans. But
I mean, even last week though, they kind of managed with the run game and the defense. So this week, I kind of was like, okay, they're not playing nobody especially good. I think the Titans are one of the 0-3 teams in the league. If I'm not, they are.
No, they're not the only 0-3.
No, they're not the only, but they're one of the Titans, the Jags, and
Bengals.
Yeah, the Bengals. So
hopefully the Titans don't get their first win this week.
We'll discuss. Texans absolutely get smashed against the Vikings in a game where I picked the Vikings. Once again, another quarterbacking situation, bro. Maybe Sam Darnold is just in the right situation. He's looking amazing right now. I think he leads the league in touchdown passes. That defense, Brian Flores has that defense playing amazing. I think they have two guys in the top 5 in the league in sacks right now. CJ Stroud in the offense just could not get going all game. Stroud was sacked 4 times. He threw 2 picks. Sam Darnold threw 4 touchdowns, no picks. He only threw for 181, but he threw 4 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson had 1. Man, I don't know. The Vikings are undefeated. They look good right now. I said, it's still early, but if we're going off of right now, they look good. So,
well, good for him. I mean, he's struggled in the past, especially with the Jets. So, I mean, good for him.
Yeah. Not too much to really say about the Texans. I think they just had one of those games.
Yeah, just an off game. I think they'll be all right.
Moving on to the 4:00 window and another game I was referencing, where I think everybody was pretty confident in the Raiders' pick, especially coming off a win against the Ravens at home on the road. The Panthers put Andy Dalton in, and Bryce Young. This doesn't really make your case look that much better. Andy Dalton comes in, throws 319, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Gardner Minshew threw a pick threw a touchdown. Pretty close, evenly matched up game. You know, the Panthers ran for 131. The Raiders only ran for 55 yards. Time of possession, though, Carolina had the ball 36 minutes. The Raiders only had the ball 23 minutes. So just outclassed them all the way through and through from the get-go.
It's just one of them things where the QB had more experience, man. That you can't. There's nothing you can discount for experience. And I think that's where Bryce Young is coming up short. They should have just let him sit behind somebody, you know, even if it was Andy Dalton, and instead of throwing him out there. So I just think
this is my thing, though. Because I saw like it was a discussion about does this prove that it was Bryce's fault, and my thing is, of course, when you put a veteran out there, he's going to operate the offense a little better because he has more experience.
That's right.
But I don't think 1 week determines that. Now, if Andy, because do you think the Panthers are going to be scoring 36 every week?
No.
Okay, so Andy Dalton could very well much so have 2 games in a row where he goes out there and he looks like how Bryce Young was looking. Now, granted, he might look a little better because, like you say, that experience, like, yeah, he's going to know what to do. Even if he doesn't necessarily know what to do in that system, he's still going to know most situations because he's seen them.
He's been in it, yeah.
So I don't think that's an indication on Bryce Young. I really feel like it's a worse indication on the coaching staff because are you trying to go into the future with Andy Dalton or are you trying to go into the future with Bryce Young? So you need to make your system with Bryce, not Andy Dalton. So
I think they made it clear that Bryce Young is the quarterback of the future. They've turned down 4 teams that have called trying to get him, Miami being one of them. So I mean,
yeah, they turned it down now.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't get sitting him. They say it's like a hard reset for him to sit back and learn and watch. But you've already put. It doesn't work like that with the media. You already put him in the game and you took him out. So now it looks like he's been demoted. It doesn't look like he's sitting on the bench like a Drake May in New England. Like he came in, drafted, he sat. He's not starting. Bryce Young came in, started, and now everybody has an opinion about him.
Well, he's gonna have to need to come get your dog. He's gonna have to just put the media to the side and do what people make front office decisions and what's best for the fan base and what's best for the team as a whole. So putting Andy Dalton in wasn't a bad decision. It's just a front office decision. I don't think it's anything on Bryce Young or them thinking that he's not the future quarterback. It's just it was a decision that had to be made at the time.
2 games into the season, though, bro.
I mean, and as far as the media gonna always have something to say. That's their job. They're gonna always just be talking. He's gonna have to put that to the side. He got personal issues all in the media about how some NBA guy done stole his girl or whatever. You know, people gonna always be talking. So the man just he gonna have to put all that to the side, learn as much as he can from this guy that's in. And when it's time for him to come back, show and prove on the field what he can do, and just all that talk, put it to the side.
I guess so. I have nothing to say about his personal issues.
Okay. All right.
49ers lose a close one against the Rams. Rams pick up their first win. Brock Purdy threw 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. San Francisco is without a lot of guys. They would play without Kittle, Debo, and C-Mac. Matthew Stafford, 1 touchdown, 221 yards, no interceptions. This was a close game. It's a divisional game. Can't count a guy like Stafford out. But I think the 49ers, man, they kind of
their injuries. Yeah, their injuries is obviously showing. I think with the guys, without the injuries, I think that it would have been a different outcome. I did go with the 49ers, but apparently it was a good game. I missed it.
No, it was a good game. It came down to a last play type of situation, but I think it's just a divisional game, but I'm not going to not say I'm not hitting the panic button about their situation because Christian McCaffrey saw a doctor in Germany about his Achilles. So the injury what they said might not be necessarily, like the timeline. So I don't know what's going on there. like I said, your Super Bowl window doesn't stay open forever. 49ers have missed a few opportunities that I can remember in my lifetime. I know specifically 2 times they've been to the Super Bowl, they haven't won. So, you can't keep going back. So it'll be interesting to see for them what's coming up. Another Lions 20 over the Cardinals 13. Man, Arizona's playing people tough.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray being back is helping them a lot. Jared Goff threw 2 touchdowns in this one. St. Brown caught 1. Kyler Murray threw a touchdown, threw a pick. Marvin Harrison Jr. again catches a touchdown. He's looking good, the rookie. Detroit got back on track, after losing to Tampa Bay at home. But, man, it's just hard for offenses right now. You're going to see a lot of these close games, 20-13, 24-27. It's hard right now. But I'm gaining confidence in Arizona. I kind of already was coming into the season, but, I think they're a respectable opponent right now at this point.
Yeah, I went with the Lions in this game just because I'm so confident in their play. But the Cardinals are playing people tough, and going into week four, pick with the Cardinals was a hard one because they're playing good ball. So we'll see if they continue to do so.
Yeah, Ravens 28-25 over the Cowboys. This was a blowout.
That was a good game. It was a good game.
For the longest, Derrick Henry absolutely erupted. 151 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. Lamar added 87 rushing yards for another touchdown. He also threw a touchdown. Dak Prescott, 2 touchdowns, 379 yards, but just no run game at all from them. They also can't stop the run. We've seen this every time they get put out the playoffs. Just can't stop the run. So Dallas, I don't know at this point.
Dallas, one of them teams, man. If it's not right in the locker room, it ain't gonna be right on the field, and it's not right. So everybody got the bag, but ain't nobody's gelling well together. Everybody paid, but it's not the productivity on the field is not coming together. So typical Dallas Cowboys got people on TikTok going crazy.
Yeah, the Ravens pick up their first win. Marlon Humphrey was live after the game on the plane recording Lamar, and Lamar told him, like, hey, turn the camera off. Like, why you doing all that? We still got work to do. So Lamar is kind of in a no-nonsense type of mood this season.
That's good.
I think he kind of knows them being 1-2 is not where they want to be as a team. But like I said, it's still early. Just get the first one out the way, which they did. I picked them in this game because Dallas, like I said, any team that has a good run game, I don't know. At this point, every team that they play is going to try to run the ball on them. So,
yeah, I also went with the Ravens in this game.
Sunday night football matchup, close one. I think they said this was the most watched Sunday night football game. It was some stat they put. It was the most watched Sunday night in week 3 in NFL history. So,
heartbreaker.
Yeah, it was a good game. At the end of the day, I don't like to get on here and analyze Falcons games directly after the game because that would be the fan in me. Sorry. Sit back and look at what really happened. At this point in the season, when the schedule first came out, I had us at 1-2. With 3 division games coming up, we do need to, start winning games. I think we are past the point of moral victories, saying we were close. It's not going to cut it anymore. But you can't really be mad necessarily. Like, it hurts like hell because I know we gave them that game. We definitely gave them that game. You have to capitalize on red zone opportunities, especially when you're playing the champs. Like, when you have close calls, you have to capitalize. Just didn't do what we need to do in the red zone. Cousins 1 touchdown, 230, 1 interception came off tip throw pressure. Drake London back-to-back weeks with a touchdown. The run game, Bijan and Algier just couldn't get it going this game. Kansas City did a really good job. I think Kansas City has the best defensive coordinator in the league, in my opinion, because I noticeably can see him take away what the other team does best, like every time, every big game. Mahomes threw interceptions to Justin Simmons. Mahomes also threw 2 touchdowns. Rashee Rice had an absolute monster game, 12 catches, 110, a touchdown. Kelsey was non-existent again. I don't know what's going on with them. But close game. At the end of the day, I can say I can't. I'm still have optimism about this team. You played 3 worthy opponents, and you hung tough with all 3. So let's just move on.
Yeah. You were at the game. We were texting back and forth after each play. I think it's like you said, Atlanta's gonna have to score in the red zone. They're gonna have to take advantage of that red zone and get in the end zone, man. It's ridiculous to be down there that many times and not score. I think y'all need to take more advantage of Algier in the running game. Bijan to me is just not good for short yardage like that, and he always tries to go to the side instead of going up the middle. Like, I just think you need to take advantage of Algier more and score in the red zone. That's Atlanta's downfall. It has been the last couple of seasons. Like, they always get down there and can't. It's just not clutch. So I mean,
and then all 3 games this season, we have been 2 for 9 on third down. That's just not going to cut it. That's the reason why our time of possession. We've lost the time of possession battle every game. So we're overexerting our defense right now. Our defense is playing phenomenal, in my opinion, but they just are being expected to do way too much. You can't extend drives if you don't get third downs, and you're not going to win ball games in the red zone. Only converting about 44% touchdown rate. That's just not good enough. I agree with the Algier take. I don't think Bijan is best served short yardage, but I just don't think we're a short yardage team, period. On the 3rd and 1 where they ran Algier up the middle, I knew the call was coming for him up the middle, because when you put him in, you only run. So, of course, Kansas City knew it was coming. I don't like to blame referees for ball games, but it was absolutely, excuse my language, it was atrocious.
Yeah, they didn't do y'all no favors in that game. Seriously.
It's a narrative around. It was a narrative around Tom Brady and the Patriots. Now it's going to be a narrative around Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs. Obvious face mask on Ray McCloud going up the sideline, missed. Kyle Pitts, I think that was DPI on the end zone. That would have put us on the 1-yard line. That was missed. It's just too many missed calls that we previously saw it last week with the Bengals game in the Kansas City. You threw it then, so you have to throw it in the favor of the team that they're playing against. But, even besides that, we still had our opportunities. But like I said, can't really necessarily leave the game feeling, that bad. It was the Chiefs. You hung tough on national media, so I think you garnered respect in that sense.
Definitely was a winnable game for y'all, though.
Yeah, but it's definitely going to be the last moral victory for me, in my opinion. You didn't those are your 3 preseason games right there: Steelers, Eagles, Chiefs. Now it's time to start going at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Monday night doubleheader, first game, Jags, Bills. Nothing to really analyze at this point.
Worst game of the week, the worst.
At this point, people are calling Trevor Lawrence a bust. Calvin Ridley he's on the Titans. Josh, I ain't gonna lie, in my opinion, I think the Bills are the best team in the league right now. I think Josh Allen is the clear MVP front runner. Like, just the way it's going, they're beating everybody. The only team, and then the Cardinals winning more games is better in their case, because remember that first week they was tough with the Cardinals. But now that the Cardinals look good, the Bills can say, hey, it wasn't bad. We were close to them. But I didn't, some folks before the season thought the Bills was gonna fall off because they lost Stephon, they lost a few pieces on defense, but I didn't see it. I think they still are a talented roster. Josh Allen is talented. They just
the addition of Keon Coleman and all the additions they made. Yeah, they just
rely on their run game more. Run game didn't really get going. James Cook only ran for 39 yards, but Josh Allen threw 4 touchdowns. He's not turning the ball over
because he don't feel like he gotta argue with somebody about why they didn't get the ball. He's not pressured to be Superman and be everything in the game. He can just be Josh Allen, be the quarterback, and do his job now. So, being in the AFC East, I'm not a fan of this team at all. But even I can admit that they are playing good ball. They look
Oh,
good. I mean, there's nothing else to be said. I don't know about no Josh Allen for MVP right now. I'm not high
what would
on
you
that.
say right now?
I mean, it's week 3, bro. I ain't saying give him no MVP, but I'm saying he's playing well. He like I said, he doesn't have to, he doesn't have a whiny diva wide receiver to contend with. So, he's playing good ball, man. That's about all I'm gonna give them because I hate that team. I do. Damar Hamlin's interception was phenomenal. That's great for him, just being the miracle that he is being on the field. But that's about all I can say for the Bills. I hate them. So they're playing great ball, though. Great ball.
I mean, bro, when the Saints was looking good 2 weeks into the season, I was admitting they look good.
Okay, I said they look good, but am I giving Josh Allen the MVP right now? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Next.
Who you gonna get to? Sam Darnold. Anyway, another team that, bro, I've been telling y'all about Jayden Daniels. I think he's offensive rookie of the year, man. I'm calling it. Jayden Daniels threw 2 touchdowns. He went 21 for 23. Only 2 incompletions. He ran in for another touchdown. I think this was the first game in history, or like back-to-back span in history, where a team did not punt the ball or something like that. So their offense is clicking. One of the quarterbacks for the Bengals called Cliff Kingsbury offense like they run a good college offense. So the Bengals have been talking like a lot this season for not be winning any football games. And Shannon Sharp said something about him. He like they talk a lot of trash and not be winning anything. Like just shut up and win some football games. So
I think the Bengals is like the Cowboys. They're not. It's not going on in the locker room. The jail on the field. You got some people that's not happy. They contract.
I seen somebody blame Burrow, and I'm like, bro, Burrow had 300 yards touchdowns. It was if you give up 38 points, it's the defense.
Yeah, it wasn't a Burrow. You can't blame that man at all. He had a decent game. So again, it's just one of them 0-3 teams that if they don't get it, I mean, they're them getting in the postseason at this point. I don't think it's gonna happen. Honestly,
I mean, AFC is too tough.
I just don't see it.
Yeah, I did think you was crazy for that Commanders pick. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I went with the Commanders also. Yeah.
I don't know why that was a hunch to y'all.
I don't know, but that Jayden Daniels boy is looking good. He looks really good.
I told you he was a star in the making, bro.
Yeah, if I knew the college players a little better, maybe I would have known more about him. I didn't know he won the Heisman and all that, but he looks really good.
I think the Commanders guy. They can say they have their guy now. Dan Quinn is their head coach, so Cliff Kingsbury is a good play caller. Had a head coaching stint previously with the Cardinals, didn't work out. He went back to college. Now he's back in the league. Of course, we know Dan Quinn was the head coach of the Falcons. Went to Dallas as the DC, and now he's coaching again. So you have a lot of guys who have failed previously, and now are.
I wouldn't say Dan Quinn failed in any
aspect. He failed, but he just fizzled out here. Once the debacle with the Super Bowl happened, it's hard to get a team back up. But he did excellent with the Cowboys defense. So I think he learned. Let me be the head coach and let other guys, coordinate the different sides of the ball. So he has the quarterback of the future. I believe that wholeheartedly. So.
Well, if you can learn from your mistakes, hey, it was a mistake worth going through.
Most definitely. So now we are going to go through our week 4 ball games, the moment everybody has waited for. Kiera, are you joining? Or are you just I think she's gonna come give her week 4 picks. We're gonna start with this Thursday night matchup. Cowboys at Giants. And Mama, tally me down as well, please.
I got you.
I am going to go. I'll let you and Grandma get y'all's off first because I don't know who I like in this one.
Me and Mama both. Me and Mama both went with the Cowboys.
Y'all both went Dallas here.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go. Man. I just said I would never pick Dallas, and I would never pick the Giants. But like, bro, I can't pick them here, bro. I still can't. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go Dallas here. So tally me down for Dallas as well.
All right.
Even though I really don't. Like, you just lost 2 at home. Now you got to go on the road, divisional matchup, short week. But,
hopefully, I mean, surely they can beat the Giants. I don't know.
yeah, I said I wasn't going to say that no more when it came to these games, you know? I can't.
Yeah, that's cool.
But if I had to, like, I'm hanging off a cliff and somebody, you know, I'm going to have to go with the Cowboys, I guess, bro.
All
So, moving on. Saints, Falcons, hate week. Best rivalry in football. New Orleans, Atlanta.
Against my better judgment.
Let me tell you something real quick. The Falcons will be wearing their throwbacks. Of course, they're wearing the red helmets, and we have been 10-3 since 2009 wearing those red helmets. So just saying.
I love those red helmets. I do love those. And I did pick the Falcons this week. My mom was going with the Saints. I am hoping and praying that the Falcons at home again this week can pull it out. I picked the Falcons. My mom went with the Saints against my better judgment. But I do love those red helmets. Hope it gives y'all some kind of push.
I would never pick the Saints over the Falcons. I don't care if we 0-10. Going with the Falcons here in a close 20-14 type of game, low scoring.
All right.
You sit next to me? Mm-hmm. Well, clear the chair off. Oh, good. Get a stool. You already did missed 2 picks.
No, I did.
Yeah, you did.
No, I did.
Well, who you get? Cowboys or Giants?
I said Cowboys. Where you ain't see it?
Nah, you said Cowboys. Oh, you did. Who you got? Falcons, Saints. Oh Lord, who you got? Bro, I might have to turn my green screen off.
No.
Who you got, bro?
I guess the Falcons.
All right, tally. You tally your mama. She ain't even in the week 1 and 2, but just tally her anyway, bro. Because folks be capping.
I don't be lying.
Okay.
So we got 3 Falcons there. Grandmama. Oh wait, we got 2 Saints. Wait, who you just picked? Falcons.
Unfortunately.
So we got 2 Falcons, 2 Saints. I mean, we got 3 Falcons and 1 Saint. All right, Bengals 0-3 at the Panthers.
I got Bengals. My mom picked Panthers, actually.
Wow. I got Bengals. I don't feel comfortable picking the Panthers still. The Bengals,
I say the Bengals get their first win this week.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to come in with a sense of desperation, bro. Like, you got to get a win here. You have to. Nobody wants to go 0-2. Nobody wants to go 0-3. You don't want to go 0-4.
Bro. So you picking the Bengals?
I am. Who you got, Kira?
The Bengals.
We got another Bengals.
So Mama was the only one who went with the Panthers.
Moving on, we got the Broncos visiting the Jets. 1-2 versus 2-1.
I am going with the Jets on this. Mama also went with the Jets. They just playing good ball, playing good offense. Defense looks decent. I don't have enough confidence in the Broncos. I mean, they played well last week, as we know, but I think the Jets take this one.
Tally us both down for Broncos. I mean, Jets.
No, I was going to say
Jets.
All right.
We got 2-1 versus 2-1. Eagles coming into Tampa Bay. Gosh, this is a hard one for me because I still don't trust the Eagles. But I would love.
Yeah, I went with the Eagles. Mama also went with the Eagles. So we both picked the Eagles. I just think coming in.
AJ Brown back yet?
Hmm?
AJ Brown not gonna be back.
I have no idea.
I didn't even
But
do our injury report. Say he's not. Kiera said he's not gonna be back yet, so it's gonna be another. God, I'm gonna take the Eagles just because I would love for them to win. You know, I would love for Tampa Bay not to win another game right now.
Now you gotta think. You gotta pick who you think is gonna win the game based
I ain't
on.
gonna lie. I don't. Eagles don't inspire much confidence in me, so I'm gonna take the Bucks. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm gonna take Tampa Bay.
All right, then. Well, stand on it. Don't be talking about because you want the Eagles to win.
I'll take Tampa Bay. Then I stood on it. Who you took, Kiera? Okay, so I'm the only Tampa Bay. That's fine. I'm finna be the only one next pick too. We got the Jags at Texas. I'm going with the Jags to get their first win.
I went with the Texans on this. You dumb to go with the Jags. What they playing, bro? What is wrong with you? Like, are you sick? Are you really picking the Jags?
Bro, I said I have to be unconventional this week, bro, because every time you go with the obvious, it never seems to work out. So,
bro, that ain't the game to do that.
It's a division game. It's a familiar matchup.
I don't think that's
me and Mama both went with the Texans. The Jags quarterback, that boy is not playing good ball. So
I'm going.
Say you going?
Nah, put me down for Texas.
Stop all that switching. Which one you be?
Put me down for Texas, bro. I watch the Jazz win. I'd be like, I told y'all.
Bro, not
they gotta win at some point.
Bro, CJ Stroud was salty.
Do they?
Like,
so everybody, all four got
Texans.
Moving on, we got Rams at Bears. This is a tough. I'm going with the Rams here.
Yeah, Bears, I picked the Rams. Mama picked the Rams as well.
I'm never picking the Bears. So.
All four Rams. Bears not inspiring much confidence in me right now.
No, not like I thought they would.
Steelers at Colts. I'm going with Pittsburgh here. If Anthony Richardson turned the ball over like he's doing, this is the worst possible defense for him to go against. So I'm going Pittsburgh here.
You already know I went with the Steelers, and we know who Mama went with. So.
What you got, Kiera? You got four Steelers. Right now, the Steelers defense is just like a snake when you drop a rat in there and they just grab, they just strangle it.
Next.
All right.
The Iron Curtain, but that's still curtain.
We got Vikings coming in 3-0 at Green Bay.
Ooh. I went with the
Vikings. It's not a good matchup for a young quarterback right now.
Yeah, me and Mama both went with the Vikings. They just playing good ball right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. We all Vikings there as well. Yeah. Bro, why is everybody in agreement? Hey.
Well, I mean,
this split finna be a good one right here. Commanders at Cardinals.
This one, me and Mama both was struggling with. I went with the Commanders. Mama also went with the Commanders, but
I'm gonna take Arizona.
It could go the other way easily. Like seriously.
See, this is why I need to start doing my homework because Arizona's defense is what's gonna be key for me here because that Commanders offense is flying high right now.
And I think the Cardinals are at home on this game.
They are. It says at Cardinals.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
that, bro.
My bad.
I'm gonna just go off like when they didn't put up the St. Louis Cardinals, bro. No, the NFL ones. I'm gonna take me and Kiera are gonna take the Cardinals. You know, just without even looking, I think them being at home would be the decider.
How you gonna pick for her?
No, she said it herself too.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Cardinals. At home, they only gave up 20 to the Lions. They gave up 34 on the road to the Bills, but they put up 28. So I'm gonna say Cardinals here, but it might potentially.
Yeah. I mean, it could go the other way, but I think that Jaden Daniels. I think he gonna be riding high on that last game, so I'm gonna go with him again. 49ers, bro.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Patriots been playing people tough.
Man, skip the Patriots.
49ers, bro. Who you going with?
49ers. I didn't say I was gonna pick on that. I just said they playing folks tough.
Oh, okay.
Browns at the Raiders.
Raiders.
I'm going Browns. Nah, I just said I don't feel comfortable picking the Browns. So I'm going to go Raiders here at home, I guess. I don't feel confident in it.
Me and Mama both picked the Raiders. It's like gonna be one of them games where it's just it could,
It's going to be a shit show.
yeah. But we both
Raiders.
picked the Raiders.
Nah, tally me down for Raiders. Who you got, Kira?
I said I was the first one.
Who?
I said Raiders.
Raiders.
We all in agreement with Raiders. Chiefs at Chargers. Chiefs and the refs versus the Chargers.
Right. Chiefs in the rest of the NFL versus the Chargers.
Chiefs and the rest of the NFL versus because the Chiefs already out to advantage because the Chargers, the NFL just suspended their safety Derwin James for one game. And guess who they play next? So I'm gonna go Chiefs here.
Yeah, me and Mama both picked the Chiefs. We didn't want to, but I mean, one of them teams you can't deny.
They're gonna eke it out at the end again, like they've been doing the whole season.
Hopefully not. The Chargers beat them.
I beat the Chargers here though.
I'm gonna do too, but then it's just the Chiefs.
So who y'all got?
I'm just gonna say Chiefs. I don't know though. I'm gonna say Chiefs. Yeah.
Bruh. We're down with the Chiefs and the refs. Bills 3-0 at the Ravens. I'm going Bills here.
I'm going Ravens.
Here,
Yeah, me and Mama both picked the Bills. I hope the Ravens beat them, but I mean, not looking favorable.
The way the Bills looking, I would have to see them lose. Like I need to see them being. I mean, they're gonna lose a few times this season, but I don't think the Ravens are playing good ball right now.
They playing decent ball, but I mean, I don't think it's enough to get past the Bills. So who you got? Bills?
Bills. And I think that's a Sunday night football game.
And Kiera got Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That game is a Sunday night football game. That's a Bills-Ravens Sunday night matchup. The Ravens actually favored by 2.5 points in that game.
Really?
Yeah, really, bro. They got the Cardinals favored against the Commanders 3.5. The Bears are actually favored over the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
The Eagles are favored over the Bucks. The Falcons are favored at home against the Saints. Moving on, the Dolphins are actually 1-point favorites in this game against the Titans.
I didn't pick the Dolphins this week. My mama, of course, went against them and picked the Titans. I think even if they start Tyler Huntley, I think we got a chance to beat the Titans.
Where is he? Because why y'all sign him if he? I mean, I know he got to learn the playbook and all, but I think it's about time to throw him out there.
He said that he's probably gonna start him. He's already came out and said Mike McDaniel. So I think that. I mean, we got enough weapons. If he can just get the damn ball into a receiver's hand, we can beat the Titans, surely. So I went with the Dolphins. Mama went with the Titans. Who you got?
I'm going to go Dolphins. We both going Dolphins at home in the Monday Night Football game. Doubleheader again, which I hate when they do.
With the Seahawks and Lions.
And then we got another Monday Night Football game. Seahawks 3-0 at Lions. I'm going to go with Detroit to give the Seattle. I don't know. Seattle usually beat the Lions every time they play for some reason, though.
I went with the Lions, but Mama went with the Seahawks.
Oh.
I don't think Seahawks gonna get past that Lions defense, but that's just me.
Versus Lions all-time series. Let me see. They play 18 times. Lions win 5 games, 13. Seattle won 13. You know what I'm saying? Like, for some reason, Seattle always handles Detroit. And I'm going to have to start believing in them all-time series because they usually turn out to be pretty accurate.
Detroit at home. I believe they're going to take this game.
I mean, they lost to Tampa Bay at home last week or 2 weeks ago.
Who you got?
Man.
You just having difficulty because your grandmama picked the Seahawks.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Nah, that ain't why. Because I'm the difficulty is because I want to go with the Lions.
What's your gut say?
My gut, when I first saw the matchup, and the first thing that came to my head was Lions at home. So I'm gonna go Detroit there, but I don't feel happy about it.
Well, I don't feel happy with the Chiefs Chargers pick, but I mean, or the
I ain't gonna lie.
Bills,
Give me the Chargers in that one, bro. Give me the Chargers in that one.
bro. Getting on my nerves. Are you really picking the Chargers?
No, because Justin Herbert hurt.
Right, his ankle is messed up, bro. Like, what are you doing?
But it was a couple of them that I wasn't like. That Eagles Bucks, y'all coerced me into taking the Bucks. But
Nobody coerced you into
Nobody
taking
coerced you.
y'all did, because I really slick wanted to take the Eagles.
You did.
Hey, put me down for Eagles. Put me down for Eagles in that game, bro.
Nah, bro. It stands with the Bucks. It stands.
I
with
ain't
what you
saying Whatever. Okay.
You keep trying to go back.
in that Cardinals Commanders, stand on Cardinals.
On
That's
Cardinals.
what you pick. Okay, well, you're gonna stand on them Bucks too. NFC South. You shouldn't have said it. Ain't no going back from here on out. You say what you say. That's what you felt. I always go with your first mind.
Whatever, bro. I got a boo-boo anyway.
Ew.
As we come into the hour mark, I love when we do 30 minutes 30-minute recap of week 3 and 30-minute preview for the week 4 or whatever week. That just is a perfect split. As you can see at the bottom, there's the socials for you guys to follow. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we are at 69 right now, 1 away from 70, and then 30 away from that 100-point mark. The next stream is supposedly supposed to be, we do our Falcons Friday. We didn't do one last week, but I did drop a preview video on the matchup that did like 260 views. So thank you guys for watching that. I have another one coming out for the week 4 matchup against the Saints that I probably have out tonight. But, we might do the Falcons Friday. Have to see what AG's continuous schedule is looking like. But Shamika, thank you.
Tailgate for that.
Oh, you trying to go down there with the Saints fans, bro? I might have to bring
my friend Outley is a Saints fan, so I'm.
Oh, he tailgating down there. I still owe him $20 for like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Kind of a big guy,
right?
So, all right. What before we get out of here with the 2 minutes we got left? Looking at these week 4 matchups. Unmute your mic, bro. Unmute your mic. Mama, unmute your mic. There we go.
Fine.
Give me, bro. You keep muting it. Unmuting
What happened?
Okay, there you go. Give me your matchup, your pick, your week 4 pick that you're most confident in, and give me your week 4 pick that you are most on the fence about, and then give me your week 4 game that you're most looking forward to. So your pick that you're most confident in.
The pick I'm most confident in is, I would say, Steelers Colts.
Okay, your pick you're most on the fence about.
I'm on the fence about the Commanders and Cardinals.
And then the game you look the most forward to.
Saints Falcons.
What about you, Kira? Which one you was most sure about?
Scroll up.
This all the games, bro.
No, it wasn't. You wasn't at the top, bro. The Jets, probably.
Jets. Who they play? Broncos?
Yeah.
Okay, which one had you the most iffy?
Either the Ravens game or the Chiefs game.
Who you pick for the Ravens? The Ravens?
Yeah.
And you picked the Chiefs. Okay, what game you looking forward to? That Monday Night Football Lions Seahawks? I think the game I was most confident in picking was I hate to say the same thing you said, but
it's a lot of iffy ones. I mean, Cowboys Giants is iffy.
To be honest.
Saints Falcons is iffy. If you really want to know.
Not really.
Bruh.
The game I'm most looking forward to, besides of course our game. I'm looking at that. I like that Bucks Eagles game. I think that's still two teams that's kind of you seeing where they trending. So I think that's a good measuring stick game for both of them.
Is that the one you were most confident in?
No, the game that I was most confident picking, I slick wanted to say, like you said, that Steelers Colts game, because I think the Steelers, we know their identity at this point, and the Colts, that boy turned the ball over way too much. And like I said, that's not the defense you want to go against right now.
And your iffy game is the Eagles. Which one you most looking forward to seeing?
Nah, that Eagles Bucks was the one I was looking forward to as well. But so the one I'm looking most forward to is the Falcons Saints. But I didn't want to say that because that's like my team. So I'm gonna go with the let's go. Well, we know that already. That's a given, but I'm gonna go with another one for you feel me?
Well, which one you going with?
I'm gonna go with the one I'm looking forward to the most of seeing. Let's go with that Bills and Ravens Sunday night game because I want to see if Buffalo can they keep up that momentum.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
I think that'll be the best team to date that they have played, in my opinion. And the Ravens need to come out here and really make a statement, in my opinion. Because like you said, I mean, they're not necessarily playing bad ball, but they still underachieving, in my opinion. And then, like I said, the pick I felt most confident in was that Steelers Colts. And then watch that be a loss. Watch we all look.
Man, I'd be so mad.
And the game I was the most iffy about, Slick, was that Thursday night matchup, though, because the Cowboys, they just not looking that good. And the Giants, though, I don't feel confident in them. So that kind of, and then Thursday night football always seemed to be kind of weird anyway.
Oh no, it'd be janky. Like whoever you think gonna win never win.
So I think they tried to do better by making the divisional matchups to make it more of an intrigue, but it's still I just don't like Thursday night because I feel like it's not fair for that short week turnaround like that. Not football, bro. That's not the sport you do that. Maybe if they push it to a Friday.
And you didn't make a category for the least one you least want to see, but that would be Dolphins Titans.
Okay, well, let's do that one. That's the game you least want to see? That's the least appealing matchup?
Yes.
Well, for me, I would say that Browns Raiders game would be the least appealing. Because I mean, yeah, you could say that Dolphins Titans, but I mean, it's still star power in that game regardless. You still got Tyreek, you still got Waddle. The Titans still got Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Hopkins. So, I mean, it's still something. But that Browns Raiders,
nothing.
No, I'm not looking forward to seeing that at all. That Broncos Jets, besides A-Rod, I really ain't too much caring to look at that. Bengals Panthers, bro, man.
Rams Bears gonna have to tell a story on both of those teams. What we doing?
I think the Rams need to win that game because I don't think the Bears are ready.
They gonna have to do something.
Okay, one more category, bro. Now I'm glad we're making these though, because these can be incorporated into the show. One game that you pick that you think is most likely to go the other way.
Away from the pick.
Yeah, it can be win or loss. Even if you pick
Commanders Cardinals, I picked the Commanders, but I believe the Cardinals got a good chance in pulling it out.
The Ravens Bills.
Yeah, the Ravens Bills can be flopped. That, like you said, that Commanders Cardinals could be flopped. I'm gonna go Seahawks Lions just to not.
Chiefs, Chargers,
Saints Falcons. I mean, if we're being honest, it could go the other way, bro. Because how they
go the other way.
No,
I said, give me your one you think the most.
For real.
The one I picked the most, I say Commanders Cardinals because they just both playing good ball. And the Cardinals at home, it could go the other way, but I went with the Commanders. What's yours?
I'm gonna say Seahawks Lions.
Okay.
Because Seahawks 3-0, they playing good. Lions at home 2-1. I picked the Lions, but I think that's the one that has the most risk of going the other way. What you say, Kiera? Falcons Saints?
No, bro. I said the Ravens.
Ravens Bills. Who did you pick?
Yeah. She picked the Ravens, but yeah, it could. We picked the Bills, so yeah, that's a good one. I think the best matchup of the week for another category is gonna be that Bills Ravens.
Bro, y'all
Okay,
Just
yeah.
keep looking them up.
We needed to jot these down. Best matchup. I mean, ain't that slick like the game you look the most forward to seeing though?
No, not really.
You said Bills Ravens the best matchup.
Yeah,
I say
because I
Monday night game the best matchup though, because that's 3-0 versus 2-1 versus 3-0. Like the Ravens kind of not. I mean, that Eagles Bucks 2-1 versus 2-1. That's a good one.
They boring.
Here go another category matchup most likely to put you to sleep.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna go. All right, it's time for my nap.
All right, y'all. We out. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And until next week, we're gonna see how these picks go. Hopefully, I can change my ties of my record.
Bye.
Dang, she ain't waste no time. Why am I straight?